Well, good evening to you, viewers and the listeners of DBS Radio. We are live tonight at the band house at Emsall, where the Swinging Stars have been practicing for many years. And tonight we are getting ready for the big night, which will be the semi-finals. I think, Daryl, you normally like to say that's the biggest night for you to choose 9. Good evening to you, Daryl.
Good evening to the listeners and the viewers. I always like to start with the listeners first because DBS is primarily radio, right? So
That's correct.
yeah, we do the listener.
Yeah.
But good evening to you. It has been quite a while. I have been here at the band house in Emsall. It's still the same. Absolutely nothing has changed. The car is still the same. The colors are still the same. The chairs and everything still the same. The Calypsonians are new in some cases. But tonight, they are getting set for the grand semi-finals, which takes place on Saturday. And from my understanding, it's at the Windsor Park Stadium.
It's at the Windsor Park Forecourt Stadium. That's what
At
we
the
say.
forecourt.
Is it at the Forecourt or at the
I
stadium?
think it's in the
The stadium.
It's in the stadium.
In the stadium itself.
In the
Thanks for the
stadium.
correction. In
So
the
it's on the
stadium.
big
So not at the
stage.
Forecourt. So it's on the big stage. So we are preparing for the finals. It looks like, Daryl, because if you're going to do the semi-finals at the stadium, it means that you're going to do the finals at the stadium.
Yes, definitely. It's Carnival City. And 20 Calypsonians will take part in the show on Saturday. 9 will emerge to meet Calypso monarch Joy. And from what I've heard from Joy so far, they have to come strong, Cecil.
Well,
Strong.
what I'm prepared to say is that what I've heard from Joy, that she's prepared to defend
Yes.
her monarch. She's
Yes.
prepared to defend her crown. And hearing the first song, as we always know from King Scruncher, he says, one wrong is not Calypso. So we have to wait for the second wrong. Most of the Calypsonians, or if not all of the Calypsonians, have only heard one song. And we know that those 20 Calypsonians on Saturday night should be preparing, as you advised them last week, that they should prepare themselves with a second song because they do not know what the semi-finals brings to them.
Definitely, Cecil. Anybody in the semifinals should be preparing a second song. Don't wait and be surprised unless you're absolutely confident you're not going through. But don't wait and be surprised to go into the finals. And that's when you come, looking around for, particularly if you're not your own writer. That's when you come looking around for a second song. But Saturday, it's going to be big. Saturday is going to be a very big show. I think we were very pleased with the results of the quarterfinals. The 20, we did not defer with the judges very much in the 20 for the quarterfinals. And Cecil, I believe that they already have the numbers they are performing at. I think Sandy is going first. Mystery is singing second. Nashel is in the top 5.
Sai will be at number 3. Lady S at number 4. Royet at number 5. Checo will be singing at number 6. Trendsetter at number 7. Checker at number 8. Reds at number 9. Tasha P at number 10. Number 11 will be Observer Calfa P at number 12. Mighty D at number 13. The Bob number 14. JD at number 15. Duke Webb at number 16. Abia at number 17. Nashel will be at number 18. Daddy Chess at number 19. And Caressa at number 20. What a lineup.
Very, very interesting lineup there, Cecil. It begins with Sandy, a veteran in the business, and wraps up with the president of the Calypso Association, a 4-time Calypso monarch in the Caressa. And of course, Cecil, we have 6 former Calypso monarchs who will be on Saturday. 6 of them: Caressa, Daddy Chess, JD, Bob, Observer, Tasha P, and of course, these are the 6 former monarchs.
And 6 ladies, Daryl.
6 or 7?
Let's see.
I think it's 7 ladies.
We have singing
7 ladies.
Singing Sandy,
Mystery,
Lady S,
S,
Royet. Yes, 7.
7 ladies.
7 ladies.
7 ladies taking
And
part.
one of the things that we said at our last week Tuesday Calypso Pauls is that, can you imagine,
If
9 girls,
go through,
9 girls into the finals?
if all the ladies go through,
80%
80% of the Calypso finals would be women.
And
80% of the Calypso finals would be women. That would be very interesting, Cecil. Very interesting.
And I can tell you, the songs are as good as the men.
They can. I don't think we even have to compare that. The ladies have made Calypso their thing in their own right. They go out there, they compete, and may the best person go through to the finals. And if all the ladies were to go, Cecil, I would have absolutely no problem with that. Let the history be made. I'd have absolutely no problem with 7 ladies going through to the finals to meet the reigning monarch, Joy, who is also a lady. So 8 out of the 10 would be ladies in the finals.
And we can also say in the top 6 at the quarterfinals last week, the first 5 ladies, there were ladies in the first top 5. 3 ladies in the top 5.
Well.
Tasha P at number 4, Mystery at number 5, and Nashal at number 3. So that tells you the story that the women this year decided that they are not leaving it for the men.
But Cecil, the comparison of women and men is not one I would want to make. I think the ladies are doing very well. I think the only thing where I would denote ladies, if all of them were to go to the finals, that would be the historical avenue I would take. But in terms of comparing them, whether they're good as men and that sort of thing, I wouldn't go down that route.
And I'm not saying that they're as good as men. I'm just saying
you're not saying that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not indicating. I'm not indicating that either. I'm just saying that they are giving the men, unlike before. This is historical, where we have seen some 7 ladies in all,
Yes.
and they were able to convince the judges that they are in the right positions.
Yes, so the ladies have gone through. The show on Saturday will highlight whether or not they'll be able to make it through to the finals, and then the judges' decision will be final. The reigning monarch is a lady. So some years ago, the first female monarch, Tasha P, sang "Woman Time."
I think that was in 2021. Is it 2011? 2011.
She won with that.
Yes,
She
2011.
won with that.
Yes.
So she won with Woman Time, and it's manifesting itself. In Dominica, it's always Woman Time. It's always Woman
I
Time.
like that,
We have women in key positions all over Dominica. I think the only position in Dominica, only 2 positions in Dominica I can think of where a woman has never held, and that is police commissioner and fire chief.
Yes.
That's the only 2 positions in Dominica I think a woman has not held.
We have had prime ministers. We have had president.
Judges.
We have had ministers of government, mayors.
Ministers. The last
Permanent
ministry,
secretaries.
The last ministry that was held by a woman, that had not been held by a woman before, was the Ministry of Public Works, and that was held by Miss Miriam Blanchard.
Right.
And of course, we have had women in key positions all over the public service. I think our bank managers,
Women have managed DBS radio.
Yes, all the banks in Dominica are currently headed by women. The 2 mayors in Dominica are women. The judges are women. Is there a male magistrate in Dominica? Yes, Magistrate Michael Loda.
Yes.
But there are quite a few lady magistrates in Dominica. I saw recently a full platoon. I think it was at the Independence. A full police platoon of women. We have women in the highest ranks in the police service. I think one of the assistant commissioners is a woman.
So we can say that we are agreeing to the United Nations Charter.
We are way past the United Nations Charter. Dominica, I don't think our women are marginalized in any sort of way, that we have to create quotas for women to be in certain positions. In some countries, you have to create quotas. Almost 40% of our parliament.
We have seen women. We have seen women controlling heavy equipments.
Yes.
We have seen women driving buses.
Yes.
Trucks.
Even in the funeral business now. Even in other avenues, there are quite a few women who are taking their rightful place in society.
And so I would maybe like to hear a Calypsonian one day really write about the success of women in Dominica, the things that they have been able to do in really changing and shaping Dominica.
We have heard songs. We have heard Tasha P. Woman Time. There was a song some years ago called, I think it was Woman's Worth or something like that. There have been lovely calypsos. Whether or not I agree that in Dominica has come too far in our women's liberation that we don't have to digress to sing songs calling for women to do this and women have to do that. They have done it all. They have done it all. And they are leading the way in every strata of society.
And as you're saying that, I think it'd be a good time as we are at the band house that we could maybe call one of the women that are there with us, maybe Mystery. Daryl, I don't know what you think about that.
Well, let's give them a few minutes. I think the band is not there yet. Let us introduce the program. Let's get some things going. Of course, on Saturday, the Calypso semi-finals will take place. There's no Stardom tomorrow.
No Stardom tomorrow.
As to why, I have not gotten the reasoning, but from my understanding, there's no Stardom tomorrow. And
the management of Stardom has apologized on DBS News of not having no show of the Stardom tent tomorrow night.
I think it's a good time to advise the Stardom tent that they have to probably do a few things a little different this time around and probably next year. I think the Stardom tent should take its show on the road. Take Stardom to Portsmouth. Take Stardom to Margaret. Take Stardom to La Plaine. Take Stardom to Soufriere. I think after many years, you have to reinvent yourself. You have to change from within and reinvent yourself in certain things that are not working. Gone are the days when a Stardom tent on a Wednesday would be packed. Gone are those days. So you have to do something different to move with the times, as they would say, Cecil.
And as you rightly saying, Daryl, that in terms of the Calypsonians themselves, that they come from all over Dominica. We have Calypsonians from Marigot.
Yes.
We have Calypsonians in Portsmouth. We have those in Granby. We have seen a few of them in the semi-finals in Cassibruce, Calfa P.
Calfa P is from Cassibruce.
Okay.
All right.
And you have Nashel from St. Joseph. I think, and also
she's from Maho.
Oh, she went to Isaiah Secondary School. That's why I get confused. But I'm sure that Mystery is from St. Joseph, you know.
You sure about that?
I'm sure about that. You know. She lived in Cassibruce for some time, but she is from St. Joseph. And so we have quite a number of the Calypsonians who are not residing in Roseau, who are from other parts of Dominica. So your suggestion is on point, that they need to give some other communities that are lovers of Calypso. And I know that St. Joseph is one community on the west, Maho on the west. These communities, they do love Calypsos, and I think you're right. You know, outside of having it on a Wednesday night, maybe they could still keep their Wednesday night in Roseau, and maybe have a night into the communities, and to really give the young folks that opportunity to say that, you know, I have that opportunity to do like my counterparts.
Yes, definitely, and you have to think outside the box. Gone are the days when, remember now, Cecil, COVID-19 gave us a few things. COVID-19 gave us this phenomenon of live streaming, and people sitting in the comfort of their home to enjoy certain things they would usually go out to enjoy. So they have to look at probably virtual tents and that sort of thing. It doesn't have to be on a Wednesday. Keep the Stardom name. Stardom is the Calypsonians, not the output of the activity. Just keep the Stardom name and try a few things different, because what you have been doing all along is probably not bringing the results you have received over the years. Now it's time to try a few new things, and then you'll get something that works, and you'll get into the groove, and then you can try other things as we go along.
And that's why, Daryl, that right now DBS Radio has DGTV, and it speaks volumes of where DBS is actually going in terms of the time. The Calypso Association, since after COVID, they have never went back into just asking people to pay in the gates. No, we have gates online that you can actually pay
Live
to
stream
enter,
pay-per-view.
enter into the arena if you don't
Yes.
pay.
But I'll say this with the Calypso Association though. The Calypso Association with its pay-per-view service, they have to look in putting together a proper package. Everything that goes out in a pay-per-view should be the same. No matter what provider does it, the streaming, the production should be the same to get consistency across all platforms. That's what I think.
And you're right, Daryl, because in everything that we're doing now in the world, you must realize that it is both marketing and branding.
Yes.
And the product, Calypso, is a very good brand.
Yes.
So I think now what the Calypso Association has to do is to get someone that can come into the association and help in its development of the promotion of Calypso through the social media, because the social media itself really helps in the development of the art.
Yes, definitely. And it's not only the promotion in the social media aspect. I'm talking about the production, the number of cameras used, the camera angles, and that sort of thing. That has to be looked at as well. The quality of the cameras, the timing of the timing between Calypsonians. These are all the things you have to look at, and these are money-making ventures. But tonight is not the night to talk about this. I am no expert. I just know a few
Daryl,
things.
that's not fair to say, Daryl. You were head of director of GIS, which is dealing on the issues of cameras and camera positions and the quality of production. So you are within your right to really help in advising how and where you think that the Calypso Association should go when we are talking about pay-per-view.
Yes, so definitely the Calypso Association, the new executive has been trying a few new things. The past executive did quite a bit of work for the time they were there. I must commend the past executive. One of the highlights in my mind of the past executive was the ability to keep the Calypso seasons going, even during COVID, even after disasters like Erica and Maria. They kept the activity going and kept Calypso alive. And the new executive, they've tried new things, and the innovation has been there, and we have welcomed it. But again, we can't be stagnant, and we can't wait for things to deteriorate before we seek to improve on what is there.
And as you're saying that, Daryl, it is important that we speak about the band, the Swinging Stars. The band, way back in 1958, they were then the Swinging Teens.
I think there was a production on DBS on Sunday about the Swinging Stars Band. I think it was one of the 100 Great Dominicans program about the Swinging Stars Band. Unfortunately, I did not get all of it on Sunday, but I'd really like to listen to it again. The production from DBS Radio about the Swinging Stars Band.
And the work that the Swinging Stars Band has been able to do for Calypso and with Calypsonians, and I think that kudos must be given to the band. Every year, we are seeing that they're taking it from elimination. If they combo, and from elimination they go to these quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, and at the same time having to do their tents.
And of course, the fiasco that took place when Swinging Stars was shelved. The fiasco that happened the time Swinging Stars was shelved. So the Swinging Stars has been working. There are quite a few members who have come and gone, others who have retired, others who are no longer in the band. But one thing I know about Calypso, Swinging Stars is Calypso, and Calypso is Swinging Stars.
And as we are live, Daryl, on our social media platform, a few people have been saying good night to us. Sandra Sayer, Snapper Laura, a very good follower.
Snapper.
Yeah, in New York, and Winnie Green.
Well, I'll say this to Snapper. Snapper, it is 9:15 at night. I'm sitting outside in short pants and pushing. I have a short sleeve shirt on, and the weather is quite warm. Quite warm here, even with rainfall. So I don't envy you, my brother.
and I saw a video with my good friend, 10-time monarch in Dominica, the Dice. having to weather the storm during the winter time.
Good for them. Good for them.
Good evening to you, Dice, if you're listening, and if you're looking at us on social media. And I just want to say to all the people that are listening and viewing us, I just want to say welcome.
Yes, and of course, we are live here, Calypso Pulse. We have been different things before, and it always happens during the season on a Tuesday night during the season. We come and we talk Calypso because DBS over the years has done its part in promoting the Calypso art form, whether it's through its Monday night consistent Calypso program that has been around for several years now. It's the coverage of everything Calypso. Once there's a tent on, DBS will go out and cover it.
And I think, Daryl, is a good time that we can speak to the president of the association, the Caressa. He has been involved in Calypso for a number of years. And we sure will get a few words from the Caressa, who is going to help us to understand what the association is actually doing now for the season. And as he prepares to come to us, Daryl, I think I give you the honor to interview the
I think
president.
the two of us are going to speak to the Caressa. And Caressa, good evening to you and welcome to the airwaves of DBS Radio. And he's just getting set. It should be much quicker. Gone are the days when you have to check volume and everything. You can hear us now, bro? Okay, good. So I'll give you my mic and then we'll have the conversation.
Yeah, good night, Daryl. Good night, Cecil.
Good
night,
evening.
listening public.
And the viewers.
And viewers. Oh my God, boy, we have taken it to a next level.
All right.
This is an extremely high level. Mm-hmm. I remember when DBS used to come to the band house, they used to come for the last practice. What is not the last practice? And tonight, we are just preparing for the grand semifinals. And DBS is here in living colors with Daryl Tit.
Both on television and the social media.
Oh,
Live,
this is wonderful, boy.
Yes.
Let me put my good smile. Well, good night.
Yes. How has the season been going thus far?
Oh, well, honestly, I mean, it's going better than expected, eh? I can tell you, I mean, we have some good songs. And I always say Calypso begins with good songs, good music, good Calypsos. And of course, at the end of the day, it's led to the Calypsonians to go out there and do their thing on the stage. But it begins with the music. And I think so far we have the music, we have the energy, we have the, of course, we have an executive providing some serious leadership. And the patrons are coming on board. You've seen this elimination. The elimination was like a quarterfinals. The quarterfinals was like a semifinals. And I suspect the semifinal is going to be like a finals.
In the big yard at the stadium.
Yeah.
Challenge.
Oh, yes. And today we had a walkthrough today, and I looked at the stage and I said, Peter, I think that stage is too big for our semifinals. Huge stage. I don't know how we're going to manage this thing. But of course, we want to provide an experience to our patrons. So hence the reason why we have a party VIP section. We also have elevated seating section, and we have general seating as well as grounds. So persons have an option as to where exactly they want to socialize and really take in the grand semifinals.
I'm trying to wonder the grand semifinals and the finals for sure going to be at the stadium. How did the Calypso Association went into that deal to get that grand grounds to really have us to be in comfort?
Well, I think it's negotiations. And we've been partnering with the DFC. And of course, Mava and her team, they're very, very good friends. We've been negotiating, we've been talking. I've been part of their press conferences every Thursday. And of course, there was a pitch, and Cabinet approved it. Hence the reason why we're going to be in the grand stadium for both the semifinals and the finals.
What made the association increase the prize money for this year? And is it only the increase in the winner, or is it an increase across the board?
Well, we focusing on the grand prize. So it's not a matter of the winner, but the grand prize. Because, when you enter a competition, you enter a competition for a prize. You don't enter a competition for a second place or a third place. You enter a competition to win the grand prize. Uh, and as an executive, we figure that that grand prize has been so since 2009. 2009 was the last time we actually raised the price, the grand prize, to $20,000. And I remember that very well because I won the crown 2009 with, I think, the pastor's rod. I don't know if you remember that song, Daryl. The pastor's rod
Calypso to patriotic.
and Calypso to patriotic. And I was the first Calypsonian to win that grand prize of $20,000. So, and that was 2009. We're in 2025, and the grand prize is still at $20,000. So we decided to give it a 25% increase and bring it to 25,000. And of course, if the patrons really support this association, and of course this year, and our sponsors really develop some faith in us, we will bring it to 30 next year.
Okay, wow.
Said on DBS Radio, the nation station.
Well,
We normally give accurate and not. We always give accurate information. So we're hearing from the president himself, who says that if the sponsors and the patrons actually help in the development of the art form through the Gates receipt, they will receive $30,000. That is good news.
Yes, indeed it is. But so far so good. We have seen the eliminations. We have seen the quarterfinals. We're now going into the semifinals. It's a very short season. Does the shorter season pose more problems for the art form than the longer seasons, where you have to rush to do things? You have to start the season before the Christmas or in the Christmas season. What kind of problem that creates for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's extremely challenging because what you find happening is that most of the Calypsonians who are part of the executive are also competing. So they're involved in competition and at the same time administration. So that is where the challenge is. So what we did as an executive is to outsource certain activities. So we brought in a consultant on board. And also we brought in a team to assist with certain areas. So it will give we, the Calypsonians who are performing, an opportunity to focus on our craft. Because at the end of the day, we want to ensure that we give the patrons something good. And we don't want anything to take away from that. So we have a consultant on board, and so far so good. Everything been going very, very, very well. And we also have a few members who are extremely committed. So we keep meetings, almost any time. As a matter of fact, last night, before Peter came up here for practice, Peter and I had a meeting. That was a subcommittee. Tonight, before I come up here, I had a meeting with Oracle. That was a subcommittee. And by the end of the night, we're going to be trashing out one or two things again, So it is indeed very challenging, I can tell you. This is the roughest time I've ever had in terms of preparing for a competition. But I understand the task, and we have a good team, so we're pushing forward.
It seems the practice has begun with Mystery. Mystery seems to be on stage now. Well, not on stage, in the band house, doing her stuff and practicing with the band. But let's talk about a few things in the season this year. Calypso is not without some level of controversy. And I understand there have been a few legal ramifications here and there. What can you tell us about what has transpired so far for the season? Anything we should be concerned?
Must be something to come up. Or somebody give Lulu the wrong. Must be something to come up. Or somebody give Lulu the wrong information. and Lulu going to sue the association.
Was there talk of that?
Not really, not really, not really. But I mean,